The Big Al Podcast with your host, Al Bishop, unfiltered and uncut.
Hello and welcome everyone. I'm joined today over the phone by JP Bays. It's fight week. We're getting ready for a massive fight at EFC 69. Welcome to the show, brother, and what's happening?
Thank you for having me. When you sleep on a Sunday night and you wake up in the middle of the night excited to fight, then you know it's going to be a good week and a good Saturday.
100%, man. And just give us a little bit of details on how your camp's been for this one.
Yeah, well, I'm back at FFM now for camp, where my last fight I was out at Team Alpha Male. But, for me, there's no thing like camp in and out of camp. I just try train every day of my life. There's not a reason that I should not train. If I'm injured, there's still other things that I could do. But yeah, the last 4 months that I've been at the gym coming from my holiday, it was the best. Injury free. I got a little bit sick in the beginning, but I worked through that. That was around BK's time when he had to fight, but we worked through that. And yeah, camp's been good. Moved up a division, so that took a lot of strain off of a fight camp, where I could just focus on bettering myself instead of cutting weight.
Sure. I just wanted to ask you about that. You obviously now moved up to Bantamweight. Firstly, how different is that? Is your camp based around that? I mean, obviously there's the dieting side, which is a little bit different, a little bit less weight to cut. And what actually sparked that move to move to Bantamweight?
Yeah, I moved up to Bantamweight, but after, I feel like the cut's the thing that cost me my fight in the Contender Series.
Okay. I
feel that the way I cut the weight there was stupid. And just coming back from there, I said, no, okay, I'm going to move up a division, but at the same time, I made a choice of living a healthier lifestyle, eating a little bit more clean, leaving sugar. And I mean, currently for this camp, I walked around lighter than what I used to walk around at when I fought at flyweight.
Okay.
So I feel that I can fight both. It just depends on what's on the plate. Okay. And yeah, like you said, a big role of this is I don't have to diet and cut as much. I could literally just push it out to the final 2 weeks.
100%. So is it fair enough to assume that fighting at flyweight might still happen for you in the future? Yeah,
definitely. I feel that if the right call and the right money comes through, I can definitely look at fighting that. If a big contract or a big fight comes through, I'll never push it away just because of a weight cut. I've never been the best professional guy coming to eating. I'm a bad guy of eating sweets and enjoying juice and sugar,
sure.
Bad food, So if the good call comes through, then I'll definitely look at that again and just eating more healthy, dieting a little bit further out.
Sure. The reason why I ask is I saw Zulu in the countdown talking about fighting whoever holds the belt at bantamweight. Is that a fight that you would be interested in down the line?
So yeah, the thing is, me and him, I definitely feel that there's a fight that needs to be settled. There was a big build up to the fight. It never happened. Regardless if he comes and want to fight me at bantamweight or I fight him at flyweight. I'll definitely want that fight. For me, it's not the most toughest fight in the organization. I feel he's one-dimensional. You put him on his back, you're going to finish him.
Sure.
So for me, that is definitely a fight I'd like to have.
100%. Your career, it seems like it's been quite a long career already at such a young age, and you've achieved so much. I mean, you became the youngest ever EFC champion. Two questions here. Do you ever have to pinch yourself and kind of remind yourself of your age? I got the feeling after your loss in the Contender Series. You took it very hard, and it was obviously a bit of a letdown for yourself. I mean, you had worked so hard to get there. But my response to a lot of people was like, give JP a chance. He's still an extremely young guy. I could hardly cook eggs at your age, Do you ever have to stop and pinch yourself and remind you of your age? And what do you think of your career so far? And just generally, how do you see yourself at the moment?
Yeah, well, I'm young. I mean, I'm turning 22 after 2 days after my next fight. For me, yes, like I always tell myself that I'm young. People always tell me that I'm so young and I've achieved so much. So I feel that I get reminded a lot from people that I surround myself with. Like, I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, JP, but you've been doing this bad and you've been doing that bad." But then I also have people around me to tell those people, and then they always tell those people, "Oh, where were you at his age?" and
Sure.
things like that. So I feel that I did achieve a lot at a very young age, but I don't see that it's a difference. People will always say, "Oh, you're 18, you're still a kid, but you can drive car, you can work, you can drink, you can smoke." So then actually you're not a kid anymore.
Sure.
So for me, like, my age is just another thing. Like, I put in the work that a professional athlete should put in, and I feel that's why I've had a successful career so far.
100%, man. And do you think the loss in the Contender Series has almost, in a way, given you new motivation to reinvent yourself? And can we expect a new JP Buys come EFC 69?
Yeah, for sure. I feel that, like, other than my weight cut and stuff, I've definitely found more motivation from my last fight. Like, just in a full round MMA career, I feel that I have to change things, and that I will change things up in this next fight. Where in that fight I got drawn into a wrestling scramble so much that I actually forgot about, listen, I can eat this guy, I can do this. So I feel that loss really, like, reinvented myself.
Sure. And obviously now returning to the EFC, fighting for the bantamweight, the vacant bantamweight title against Phillipe Rouch. What do you make of Phillipe as an MMA athlete?
Yeah, so if I look at Phillipe and his past experiences I've had, seeing the guy here, like, people are quick to jump on my train now saying, "Oh, JP's disrespectful towards Phillipe of things that I did to him with the baguette." But they forget that I've been around when he came here, disrespected Francois, when he came here and made a big scene with Gareth Bursky on weigh-ins, and even behind the scene, like, got all up in Gareth's face and stuff. Like, people don't see that, but they forget that I've been around, I saw that. So personally, I don't disrespect the guy, but I feel that he's disrespectful towards my people in my country, and that he doesn't rate us. So as an MMA athlete, yes, I don't think he's the most well-rounded fighter. Like, if you look at his career, he has 6 triangle finishes. Like, okay, that's one thing he does well, but what happened as soon as he couldn't triangle his last opponent, Gareth? What happened when he couldn't triangle him? It went to the judges because he doesn't have any other ability on finishing a fight.
Okay. So is that where you see holes in his game? You feel he's a little bit one-dimensional?
Yeah, for sure. I feel that he relies a lot. He has sloppy stand-up. He's a BJJ guy, if I look at it. He puts you against the fence. If he can't take you down, he pulls guard.
Sure.
In an MMA fight, I don't see how that's the smartest thing to do, to pull guard, to be under someone who can punch you in the face. So I definitely feel everything else in his game has holes, except, like, his BJJ is pretty decent. But if you're not in his guard, he's not going to triangle you, so then there's no other threats.
100%. Just hypothetically, we spoke about Zulu Boy. Obviously, in your mind, you'll win that title on Saturday night. Who would you be thinking about next after that besides Zulu Boy? If obviously that's kind of like a super fight, if it wouldn't happen, someone from the Bantamweight division.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a few guys in the division. I mean, there's been rumors of Ishad coming back, but if that's going to happen, I don't know. Other than Ishad, there's obviously Calpacino. He's a really good contender. And then, like, if I think about it, there's also, like, Zulu. So, for me, the one that makes most sense out of all of them is Calpacino. He's been in the division. He's been fighting. He's been active. Ishad is on a 2-fight losing streak regardless of what happened leading up to that fight. I feel that he needs to first fight and redeem himself.
Sure.
And yeah, well, if Zulu comes up, yeah, like, he probably, like, if he's the champion still and he comes up, that's if he wins his fight. If he comes up to fight me at that weight, then yeah, let's make the fight happen. But if he doesn't win, he also needs to first redeem himself.
Sure.
But I'll definitely be thinking of those three guys.
Alrighty. And how important is it for you to win the title? I know a lot of guys will look at the title as just another fight. Are you looking at it as a just another fight, or does the title really mean that JP Base is back?
Yeah, for me, it's a big thing. Like, yeah, I'm going to win the title. Okay, I've had a title before. People think as soon as you get the title, it's more money, it's more this. But the only thing that it is, it's a bigger target on your back.
Sure.
So for me, it's definitely also about the title, just showing people that I am the best. Like, I feel a lot of people have been doubting me and have been throwing crazy things at me just because of my last fight in the Contender Series, saying that, oh, he wasn't ready for this, or it's not good enough for that, or the leagues are different. And if you think about it, if you look at boys fight, people are saying, oh yeah, the wrestling is different. I feel that winning this title and just showing people that I'm back and that I am the best, that's the biggest thing for me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And just wrapping it up there, JP, I know it's fight week and you've got a lot of things to get through. What would you say the fans can expect from you come fight night? Obviously, we haven't seen you for a little while, and you've spent some time under the covers reinventing yourself. What do you think we can expect from you?
The fans can definitely expect a bigger JP, as I'll be fighting at a bigger division. But also, like, they can expect me to finish this guy. I'm not going in there to fight this guy for 5 rounds. I'm literally going in there to take his scalp and finish him as quick and hard as I can. Yeah, and I'm excited to just show them my new tricks and my new fighting style.
100%, man. And would you have any last messages for the Frenchman Phillipe Rouch?
To him, yeah, I just want him to have a good cut so that when I beat him, that him and his people and all the other doubters can't say that I beat an injured guy or a guy with a bad weight cut. I just hope everything runs 100% smooth for him so that when he loses, he knows he lost and there's nothing else he could have done.
100%. And lastly, JP, I have to ask this question. We touched it on earlier. The French baguette. Where did that stem from?
Yeah, well, I've been joking about it all along since, like, before I even had the fight. I said to my team when he fought against Gareth, I was like, if this guy has to try something like that with me on weigh-ins, we'll definitely have a fight there. I was like, actually, I should start the whole thing and have the French roll. I actually planned on smashing the thing on his face, but yeah, he was pretty calm. So I was like, okay, well, let's not go overboard. Let's just tease the guy a little bit,
okay,
and see if he gets all excited like he did the last time. But he was pretty cool. So it's like, yeah, maybe you'll get another role sometime.
100%, bro. Well, brother, thank you so much for your time, man. I know fight week's always hectic and there's a lot of things going on, and we really appreciate it, but and we wish you all the best of luck for the rest, and we hope the little bit of cut that you do have goes well and the rest of the camp goes well, and can't wait to see you fight night, bro, and all the best.
Sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, brother, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Good. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
100%. And we are out.
I hear some people are booing me. How dare you? How dare you? I won this fight. Are you blind or what?
Phillipe Rouch, are you kidding me? Unbelievable. JP, looks for the takedown. Nice throw.
Beautiful throw by JB Bays, and once again he's on top. Ladies and gentlemen, Zulu Boy.
You can't stop him. Zulu Boy is the king of the flyweight. The Scorpion, Gutendana.
Marino does it in dramatic fashion, getting the tap out. Wow.
It's Bays versus Rouch for the vacant Bantamweight title, and Zulu versus Kutendana for the flyweight title. EFC 69, April 28th, Carnival City. Tickets and broadcast information at efcworldwide.com.